Okay, let's get some questions answered, because there was a question in the comments. Why do I keep video game stuff down, the volume down on my Switch when I'm playing games? Well, it has to do with copyright. A lot of it has a lot to do with copyright and YouTube and video game companies striking you. And of course, Capcom and Namco have, well, I'm gonna be honest, streaming guidelines. And two of their guidelines says the music should not be played. I think Capcom says playing games with the music on will get you a strike. I have to look, but it has a lot to do with copyright and following guidelines set forth by the company that made the video game. Also, that and NBA 2K uses a lot of copyrighted music, and if you're not careful, you get a strike. With that being said, let's get on with the gaming. Okay, we got some stuff going on here, and we got the Switch out. Well, I hope that answers questions. Alright. We're gonna close this, and we are gonna play the games of Namco. Of Capcom's greatest accomplishment. The games that I have, at least, in talking about them. Hold on. Close. And there is something going on here. Connect to this number. Alright. Okay, I have to do something here. It will not let me on the internet. But that's okay, you can play offline. But the best part, you don't have to have the internet to play Capcom Arcade Museum. We're gonna close. We're gonna go back in. It's a great game. I love it. You can play offline. You just can't get rewards while you're offline. This game is a great game. One of the best at Capcom compilations. Let me get out of here and see something. Excuse me, the beauty of live streams, folks. The beauty of it all. Close. We'll check out what's going on with the internet. Because I did get this. The internet was having issues earlier. Our internet was having a little bit of issues earlier when I tried to get on. Okay. Okay, I'll wait till my dad comes here, but let's talk for a few minutes. I normally do art and reviews, and them questions popped up. Well, I'm gonna go even deeper than that. Why do I keep the game down? Besides the copyright thing, it's just common sense when you got guidelines that can get you flagged too by companies like Capcom. Even though I'm singing praises of Capcom, there's a possibility they can copyright strike me. There's a possibility of that because of their guidelines. But I try to follow them. Long plays, reviews. And some of them games are very obscure, and I'm not going to sit and lie. It's very hard. And of course, NBA 2K22, I keep cutting down because it's got copyrighted music. Think about it. So that, on top of that, there's the answer to that. But hey, I'm gracious to be a gamer both on Twitch and YouTube, so I'm going to follow the rules. I've had a channel on here before that got blocked because I was stupid. I didn't know what I was doing. But now I know what I'm doing. And I read both Namco has them now on their website that you could check out if you're a gaming content creator. Rules and guidelines. And Capcom does. Both of them are pretty straightforward. And both of them are... And I think Capcom rewritten them to be a little bit more... Because the first time they did it, it was a little bit confusing. But now they got a list of things you can do and can't do on that. Because I read it recently, and that makes it a little simpler to understand. Now, of course, Namco Bandai has the same thing, and they list what you can and cannot do. It is simple. You can do Let's Plays, as long as, both of them says, as long as you're doing commentary or being entertaining in an appropriate way, they really don't mind, because it's self-promotion. It's helping them promote their games. They go even deeper, saying you cannot say you're working for Capcom or Namco. I'll never do that. So, that being said, I'll praise Namco and Capcom for making great games. Heck, without them, the industry making great games for all consoles, in my opinion, throughout the years, the game industry today wouldn't exist. That's why I say, without Pac-Man, we would have no Call of Duty. A friend of mine done that. Without Mario, there would be no Call of Duty. Nintendo's. So we wouldn't have Mario. We wouldn't have Tekken. Well, we wouldn't have Street Fighter without the plumber. So there's something for you to realize. I'm doing this stream just to air out some questions. I should have done a video, but and that's why I followed the guidelines from both Namco and Capcom, saying copyrighted music can get you a strike if they hear it. And that makes sense. It's their intellectual property. Of course, they want to protect it. IPs are important to companies, especially the music. My opinion about that is it makes sense. Devil May Cry is a game. Also, they say games that use licensed music or musicians doing the soundtrack, you cannot. I don't know if cutting it down would help, because I would love to do a Let's Play of Devil May Cry, but I forgot what band done the soundtrack for them. I could probably ask Capcom, because they do have a thing where you can go and ask a question. It's simple. It's a simple need to know before you do. Do ask questions. If you're a new gamer, YouTuber, here's three things you need to know. Make sure if you're using a Switch like I am, make sure to cut it down all the way. Switch Lite, or cut down your TV. If you're not for certain you'll get in trouble, cut it down. That's what I do. And I haven't gotten in, thank goodness YouTube, I have not gotten in trouble yet. Secondly, don't disrespect Capcom. They agree, they don't. But if you don't like it, be honest, but don't be cussing and doing things, because part of that thing in that is anything that is harassing towards Capcom, if I'm right, or degrading, will be struck. Hey, go to Capcom and look this up. Look it up on Google, and